The test came back positive.
You're sure about this, right?
You would be lucky to live here.
I can't tell Mom or Dad, especially Cody. They would break the fragile symmetry of our lives. But I have to say, when Doc said it, I just felt a congruence. I never pictured myself over 20, never really thought I would be.
Okay, next question. What about Ben with the student?
In my senior year, I'm just deciding to go all out.
Last question. Do you have a date to homecoming?
You're putting my romantic status in this?
No, I'm asking you to homecoming.
Is there any way around telling people about this, like Dallas and my brother?
Go back and remember why you made that decision in the first place.
I already told you why. I did it because I want to live a normal life, and I said,
You're dying. What's normal about that?
for my final project, I decided that I want to get one of the streets in Trout named after Malcolm X and make it Malcolm X Avenue, because I want to put a stop to teachers only teaching and using biased materials in class. As the days went on, I could tell things were starting to get worse. On my runs, my legs started to give out quicker. I was losing my breath. I wasn't sure if the sickness was just getting at me, or if I was just out of shape from not running in a while. To my fellow graduates and to the citizens of Trout, my brother is probably pretty nervous reading this, so please laugh at his/my jokes, but not at the sweat pouring off his nervous brow. That was the first joke. I performed a kind of forced experiment this year, one I wouldn't have chosen. Last summer, Doc Wagner informed me I had a potentially terminal disease and I should start aggressive treatment right away. Doc took me to a specialist who told me things looked bad, so I decided to forego the treatment and give myself a reasonable shot at living a meaningful life in 1 year. Because I wanted that year to be normal, I chose to tell no one. That was a big mistake. If you don't learn anything else from my death, learn to tell the truth. The first time I heard the saying, live every day like you're going to live forever, and every day like it's going to be your last, I thought it was one of those unsolvable story problems from my 5th grade arithmetic book. But it turned out to be the truest thing about my year. When I took risks like this, it was my last chance, and at the same time kept it in my head that my actions had consequences, not only for me, but for everyone I touched forever. I made my best decisions. I did get a lot of help with that, by the way. It took me a while to understand, but in the end, I did my best. I loved like I've never loved, cried like I've never cried, lived through days of terror and days of joy, days of utter satisfaction and days of shame. I shared glory on the football field I would have never experienced had I not known my fate, because I would have never had the nerve to try. Risk.